Hello, I am Madam mRNA, and I would like to thank my dear friend Mrs. rRNA for filming. Now I'll be taking you guys through the process of how to make a protein, but with a bit of a twist. You can buy all of these products from Spirit Halloween. Cream makeup, liquid latex, and blood. Lots of it. Also, some other items you may need for the specific look is if that thing doesn't come with a pink, you may need to get some pink lipstick or lip gloss to help mark it out and fill it in. And also maybe something brown like eyebrow or eyeshadows to help with the latex so it blends into your skin, so when we become a creepy clown, it would all blend in well. And don't forget your bowl and some sponges. Now, let's get started. Gotta pour it in to your bowl. Just a little bit. And just for a warning, this stuff smells pretty fishy. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure this is what the inside of a body actually does smell like. I wouldn't know. I've never smelled one. Now, to get started, I am in the ribosome. And we will be making this protein. The ribosome is my bed, or wherever you choose to do your makeup. In the kitchen, in the bathroom, backyard. Doesn't matter. Now, there's a specific way you have to follow all of these rules. Like, it has to be very specific and precise. Much like when it comes to anticodon. It codes it and makes sure that everything is correct. And I would like to thank my tRNA, Bonnie Carbon Effects, for teaching me how to do this. You can find her on YouTube. She's amazing. Now, you have to rip up some tissues. Take 2-ply, or if you have 1-ply, then you don't have to rip it up like this, but you gotta separate the guy, gotta roll him a bit, and then voila. Then you rip up him, and you gotta make sure it's about the size of where you want your cut at. It's gonna take a lot of practice to get the good size. Now, I already have some cut up so I don't bore you all to death. And make sure the edges are relatively straight and smooth so it blends, but I like to live life on the edge. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my amino acids and turn them into this protein. Now, you take the first one, latex onto your face first. Oh, this is going to be really gross. It's kind of a strong smell unless you have Ben Nye's. I am just using Spirit Halloween liquid latex. Make sure you want to put a little bit onto your face. And make sure you have no other makeup on your skin, or be careful of baby hairs because these get pulled out a lot. And stay clear of your eyebrows if you treasure them. Lay the guy on. Now you have your first layer. And don't forget to do the second. Now, I just built up one of my amino acids. So I put about 5 different layers on here, just to be safe. Now, before I cut it open, I'm going to take a brown. This is some eyebrow pomade, which you fill in your brows with. I'm just going to put my finger in that and color the sucker in. Because later, when we're putting the white on our face to become a clown, this will blend so much easier than if it's just white, or it'll be discolored and you'll look weird for a clown. And it'll definitely show the fact that this is really fake. And the whole point is to try to look realistic, even though I'm a beginner too. It's just I really like this, and I was like, hey, why not connect to the science? So after, kind of looks like you rolled around the dirt. Just get your fingers in there because I don't want to dirty up my brushes. Pick that off. Hey Jessica, is this good?
A little bit more on the bottom.
Okay.
Try to blend it out a bit more too.
Don't forget, fam, to try to blend this a bit more. And throughout this video, you'll see me skipping through things. That's because I'm trying not to bore you by doing the same steps over and over again. If they're explained to you once, you just keep rewatching and try to understand. Or just simply watch the Bonnie Carbon Effect video because she's a bit more experienced than me. But if you want to get some science out of this, stick with me, hun. Hun. This good?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now once you kind of look like this and it looks like put your hand in some mud, you're going to want to wipe that off and continue. Now, you're going to have to cut this amino acid in half because guess what? We're done with the anticodon. This is the step. We built it up. Now let's continue a bit more. This part's a bit dangerous. So be really, really careful. You definitely want to look into a mirror with a lot of good lighting so you don't cut yourself. Kind of pick a spot that's a little loose in the first place, unless you really stuck it, or like just kind of take it off a little bit. And then stick the scissors in there. Sorry if you cannot hear me, this is kind of a scary process. Hey Jessica, can you see if I'm still good on time?
Yep.
Oof.
You're at 3:11.
You cut. Ooh, this is really like, I know, questionable status. You may
Smaller scissors.
want to use smaller scissors, but these are the ones closest to me. And I'm kind of trapped in a sea of ribosomes and amino acids. But you know what? I'm pretty positive making DNA is a bit messy too. Or making proteins a bit messy, I mean. Sorry. Oof. You definitely want to make sure your cut is open and you can work inside of it. And also, disclaimer, if you're allergic to latex, you're probably going to be allergic to liquid latex. So,
Test it on the back of your hand first.
definitely test it on the back of your hands before you attempt doing this. Much like with hair products. There, now we have a good open cut on our face. It looks nothing like a cut, but it will soon. Now since we have this all cut open, we have the brown. You definitely want to remember to do the brown before you cut it open. It's going to be even harder to get this brown in and blue. So, Mrs. RNA, her camera stopped working, so we had to switch cameras, so I apologize if the quality is a little fuzzy or a little bit different. So, I'm going to sum up what I just did to my face. And I removed one eye so I can go through the process with you without having to do the whole face over again. So, with the cut, I went in with some black onto a flat brush and put it in and just like pulled it out. So it's darker at the edges but then lightens up in the center. And if it gets too dark around the whole thing, just like you don't put your finger and just swipe it. Kind of like, you know, you swipe your phone. So, I'm going to quickly redo the white in this area and then show you guys how I did that. So just I'm going to quickly show you how to do your face. So, I don't know why I put that over there. So I take the blue cream paint, put a small angled brush, just dab it quickly, and then down, and then triangle this out. Doesn't matter if you get it perfect the first time, you can always add more. I like to start small and then make it bigger and bigger if I don't like the size. Because if you make it too big, it's really difficult to fix it. They don't have to be even on both sides unless you want them to. I prefer to make it a little bit uneven. Like, it just looks a lot cooler to me. Now, I don't have any pink cream paints. The little palette thing at Spirit Halloween didn't come with it, so if you happen to have a pink cream paint lying around from Bed Nye or anyone, then feel free to use that. I will be using lip gloss. I'm taking some from my panorama collection. Just gonna I prefer using little tiny containers rather than this because to me this is a lot easier to use and you don't have to pour it.
Big black on there, but it should be fine.
Okay. Make sure. Now remember, this brush will get stained by the blood. Also, this blood, fake blood, will stain your face. Even just for about a day. It's like if you shower, you wash your face really good, it should come off. You should be able to wake up, wash your face again, it should be gone. Or you just cover it up with cover up. And just basically what I did, I got enough on here. Now, for my lips, I took some pressed glitters, I know glitter, from my Wet n Wild Fergie thing. You can probably find this stuff anywhere. Put some. I'm just doing pink and blue because that is the look I like to do. Now I'm going to put some blood coming out of my mouth. Unless you're using a homemade blood recipe, which is corn syrup plus food coloring. So be careful with putting this stuff in your mouth or around it, but I like to live life a bit on the edge. I'm only dabbing it so it doesn't get my inside part of my lip, just the outside. Definitely be careful talking and do not eat. And if you're drinking stuff, have a straw. You're pretty much done. I'd like to thank my science teacher for letting us be creative and do whatever we want with our projects. I had a lot of fun making this. Thank you all for learning science and SFX with me. Bye!